Recording. Okay. Hey, again, this is Orville Lynch. I'm the Virtual Events Director for Champions University and the CareerTown Network. CareerTown Network is our online virtual career fair platform, and it's located at careertown.net. The platform, as I indicated, is very user-friendly, and it's designed to really work in today's social media environment, as well as interact and work with on-site career fairs, which we do around the country as well. So it's great for target marketing to your desired job seeker category. So if you're looking for engineers or you're looking for salespeople or what have you, we can target market a virtual career fair specifically to that type of job seeker you're looking for. So today we're going to kind of run through a really kind of a basic overview of the actual platform from the job seeker point of view and the employer exhibitor point of view. So we're going to go into the virtual exhibitor booth here at CareerTown and kind of give you an idea of what it looks like from the job seeker point of view. Here, let me log out, and how it looks to the individual job seeker. Now, this event we're going into, actually, I'll show you a couple of how it looks as one of the ongoing Choice Career Fair events we do with our Partners Choice and Champions University ones we do around the country. This is how it looks to the individual job seeker. If you come in, let me back up here real quick. 1 second here. Okay. Right, let's see. Okay, if you go into this is an example of how a typical virtual career fair actually looks like. You go, the job seeker can come in through a link. Could be a banner ad that we run through social media. Could be on your website. Could be anywhere. Could be e-blast out. Could be whatever. Every virtual career fair event instance has its own URL. So the URL, what we do is embed the URL, and we can, again, market that out anywhere. LinkedIn, Indeed, we can put it anywhere and market it out anywhere you want to be able to attract as many job seekers as possible. Now, a lot of what we do is we have we work with iHeart Radio, and we do online job fairs tied with a radio campaign. So if we're in, say, and we do this all over the country, say we're in New York or whatever, and we're doing a promotion, iHeart will do a big online radio campaign, and so they run the banner advertising along with radio spots online to promote job seekers about our virtual career fairs. And that's just, one way we do that. And we do have a lot of media partners from NBC, Universal around the country, with Spectrum, a lot of other media partners like this. Universities, we work, we can go down the list of who we've worked with in regards to this type of system. But again, it's a very user-friendly platform, and it can be done through your iPhone or your Android phone. Now we have a new platform coming out specifically for mobile devices, but this platform does work with desktop and mobile just alike. So you go in there, you can actually see the exhibitor booths, and you kind of see how it looks. It looks like a career fair. Very simple, again, nothing fancy, no big heavy graphics to download, nothing to download to your phone or download to your desktop. You just go into the website, enter in an event, and go into the booth. Now, so this is an example of how it looks inside of a general virtual exhibitor booth. This is ViaQuest. And I'm going to go back out really quickly here and go into another event. And you can kind of get a better idea here. Now I'm going to go into a private virtual career fair event for Maximus. We just did that, a national campaign. Maximus is the talent agency who's been a talent recruitment firm who handles all of the government's 2020 census information. And or a census campaign, and we've been recruiting for them for quite a while to find bilingual help from New York to Los Angeles with those guys. Anyway, I'm going to go on here real quick. I'm just looking for the actual event. Here, 1 second.
Quickly. So along with the actual on-site career fair that's happening in April, this is just an add-on to that, like before our and during, or what?
Yeah, what you
can do is you can just take these links, Jessica, and just put them out with your social media that you're doing there in the area. And it's just like a URL that anyone can tap into. And of course, if we do the iHeartRadio campaign, this can also be like a banner on your website, or we can create a separate landing page for it.
So let me answer your question, Jessica. Yes, what we do is for all of the events we do around the country, which are about 189 on-site career fairs events we do. What we do is we have the ongoing virtual career fair event that actually happens, that stays open throughout the year. Now, what we do is, every exhibitor gets a booth. If you buy a on-site booth, you get a booth automatically in the ongoing event. Now, how that works is that job seekers who come in, it's being constantly promoted out to job seekers through, again, various means, and that relate to promoting that particular on-site career fair event. Now, so you're with about 60 companies for that particular event that's being promoted. What we also do is give you the opportunity to kind of upgrade and go to a private virtual career fair structure, and that's kind of what we're showing you today. Because what the private virtual career fair does is it allows you to have your own virtual exhibitor event, that is over and above the booth you get, virtual booth you get along with your on-site booth you get at for the event that you buy for the on-site career fair event. The private virtual career fair is I would say probably 100 times more effective, because we're able to bring literally thousands of job seekers just to your exhibitor booth specifically. So it's an upgrade to what you already get, but again, it's a very, very effective upgrade, and it's very again, what we average. Like, we'll give you an example. We'll average maybe the typical virtual exhibitor for a on-site career fair. Each exhibitor, and again, it's an average about 50 or 60 companies, will probably get, you might get 30, 40, 50 job seekers to come on to the on-site, or the online virtual event. Maybe I'd say, on the high end, 200, maybe, okay? On the private event, well, you're going to get probably 500, 250 to 500 job seekers that'll come into, and they'll be coming specifically for your job opportunity, because that's what's being promoted to that with your campaign. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So that is kind of why it's a very hot product for us, and it's a completely effective way to do that, and it's totally customizable in regards to how that works. So let me show you how Maximus does what they're doing. Okay, you see, this is a typical virtual exhibitor booth. This is what the job seeker actually looks, and they see this. They see all the job postings and so forth. Again, they can get more information about that particular job posting and such. And it goes on, and you see various information about the company, Maximus. Other images, you see their internal job board they actually have. You can kind of check that out if you like. Or you can see their video and what working at Maximus is all about, and that whole process. All this is within their exhibitor booth. And again, other information, company images, and they can chat and video chat and text chat in real time. So they've already had their, I guess they had one, back in January 23rd. So what the recruiter will do is put a chat time down. So when the chat time has been indicated within the exhibitor booth, what we will do in the system will actually generate banner advertising and promotion targeting that type of job seeker. So they were looking for bilingual people. So we send out promotions and campaigns, e-blast, to a targeted reach of job seekers who have bilingual skills in that type of customer service ability for this particular posting. So we have we'll probably send out to maybe 100,000 e-blast or 100,000 job seekers get e-blast out within that particular category of job seeker. And we do a online campaign with iHeart, radio network city. So we're marketing out to New York and into radio stations in New York that are bilingual through the iHeart radio network. And, that was a great campaign. And that's kind of how that works. So that's a targeted campaign, private virtual career fair initiative for Maximus. I'm going to come back out. Any questions at this point?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So I'm actually inside the Maximus booth right now.
Okay, I want to get out and come back in as a recruiter.
Okay, and this is the private event for New York, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Okay.
So I
So
just
that was the
Dave. I asked Dave
Yes.
this question. Maybe you're getting to this. I was
Yes.
just curious, like specifically for Atlanta or kind of the companies, what industries are typically coming to like the on-site events, and then placement information in terms of the folks who are coming and like placement for like, who's actually getting a job.
As far as that goes, it's pretty much an open platform. We have the events, we set the recruiters up with their virtual booths, but we pretty much make an open platform where they can get easy access to their website. And once we put the two together, it's more or less up to them to connect with the job seekers and see, who's qualified, who's not. Unfortunately, we can't really kind of control that part of it.
So you're asking about the placement rate in regards to the job seekers who come in the job seekers that are actually coming to the on-site event or the virtual event?
I guess both.
Okay. For the on-site event, we have a range of companies. I mean, we have across the country for all of our career fairs. I mean, we're doing almost 189 career fairs. We average 60 companies, per career fair, and some career fairs will have maybe 120 companies there. Now, so we skew to customer service, and the placement rate typically is, for the on-site events, we're typically doing about 25 to 30%. Based upon, a little higher lately because the companies are a lot more aggressive now. But that's kind of the number we're looking at. And on the virtual side, again, we're averaging per exhibitor booth, I say 50 to about 150. I say about 150 or so on average job seekers coming in. Now, on the placement level, we don't typically collect data on the virtual side for privacy reasons on who's being placed and who's not. On the on-site, we do have some that we have more feedback on that, but on the virtual side, we try not to at this point keep it an open platform in which the recruiters can.
It would be different if we were like a staffing replacement and getting paid by the people who actually come and qualify and sign up and all of that. Our basic function is just to provide the connection between the two. That's it.
But again, we have we have the largest diversity recruitment event network around the country. And on the virtual side, then you add on the virtual part, we're pretty much the largest in the country in regards to that. And our partners, Choice Career Fairs, again, we've been working with them for a few years now, and they've been doing career fairs since 1990. So we're pretty much the best at doing on-site and the combined online career fairs out there, and consistently, and pretty much you know, you have a really a solid vehicle to be able to get worthwhile results in regards to our on-site and our as well as our online virtual career fair initiatives. And again, you know, sorry, go ahead.
Do you have a list of the companies that come, like, specifically for Atlanta, and potentially a contact information of one of those folks who've been? I'd just love to get like a testimonial and like talk with them about how it was. And then my second question is, you know, we're really looking for kind of entry-level sales positions. So what is the demographic of like folks who are interested in, you know, entry-level with sales experience?
We can get you that. We can get you that. So we'll for Atlanta, the Atlanta market. Okay, we can get that. Okay.
Yeah, I'll have to contact exhibitors and see what they come up with on that.
Right. Now this is the event dashboard on the recruiter's viewpoint. Okay, so if you had a virtual event set up for this, you have you'll see the event dashboard, and every job seeker that comes into the event leaves a kind of a footprint, so you can get information about that job seeker right off the fly. Now, whether you're in the booth, whether you're, you know, I mean, they may come in. A typical virtual career fair lasts. Sometimes it ranges. We have events that last all year. We have some events that last only a day. We have some events that last a week. It all depends on how you like to be able to keep your account open to do that. Now, as I indicated,
right.
So
and actually, when they get the on-site package, they actually get for the virtual event, you have that available for like the next 60 days.
Right, your account will be open for that long, and you can arrange when you want to have your promotion go out. Okay. So now, if you have if you go into your within your event reporting area, you'll actually see the job seekers that came into your virtual exhibitor booth. You'll see they will leave information about themselves, email address or what have you. You can access their information. That's a quick glance viewpoint of it all. Now, going back to the actual exhibitor booth, again, you can put in your jobs, as many jobs as you like. Okay, and you can put information. You can really put as much detail as you like about your job opportunity. And again, you see right here bilingual, high school, other information, and you can put it pretty much as detailed as you like in regards to that. And then going back to the event dashboard here, you can actually manage the design of your actual virtual exhibitor booth here. So you can actually, we make it very simple, and the reason why we make it very simple is to make sure the download happens very quickly, so you don't get into people having to wait for the screen to pop up on their phones or the desktop or laptops or what have you. So we make it very light, and it's very quick. So you can put the information again in, load as many images, links, videos, what have you, all you want. And we make a basic, easy design, quick images you might pick for your virtual exhibitor booth design. Now let's go into the actual exhibitor booth. Okay, now this is the viewpoint of the actual job seeker here. I'm sorry, of the other recruiter side. And you'll see, and the neat thing about it is that you can actually, again, you could be working on something else completely. I mean, you could be doing on another screen or what have you, okay, and or go to, and then, you may have a job seeker come into your booth, and you can kind of view them before you want to talk with them. Now, every time a job seeker actually enters your booth, right, you'll get a ding notification that you'll hear on your computer system saying somebody's in your booth. It'll be ding, so you know somebody's actually arrived in your booth. Much like if somebody wanted to chat with you on Facebook. Very simple and same structure. Okay, so I see that Dave Douglas is actually in the booth, and I can view Dave's information. Before I even chat with Dave, I can see his LinkedIn profile. Let's look at that and see what Dave's who he is and all that information. I can see his resume. I can go and pull his resume out here, and get information about his resume. All that before I even chat with Dave. I see that Dave, on a quick glance, I see who he is and all this. Now, once I realize that, okay, Dave may have some qualifications and he's still in the booth, so let me go ahead and set the chat with Dave. Now, at that point, what will pop up here, as you see, is you see that he's now in the chat booth, and I can kind of do a quick text chat. Now, if long as what we work with the app that's inside the video chat app we use is Skype. As long as you have Skype and the job seeker has Skype, and obviously anybody can get free Skype, you can go ahead and do a video chat between within the exhibitor booth between you and the job seeker. Now, I want to stress that the individual chat process is, it is one-on-one. So it's not like a party event where everybody can, see, it's not a group chat. It's just a one-on-one chat between you and that job seeker. Okay. Now you may have 100 job seekers in your booth at any given time, right? But you could have a one-on-one, but you'll have a one-on-one with one job seeker. Now, also you can have as many recruiters in your within your virtual exhibitor booth at any given time. So if you want to have 20 of your recruiters from your company in the event, you can do that too as well. So on a text chat, basic text chat, okay. And back and forth communication and so forth. Any questions at this point?
Will we be able to know, I know you can see their LinkedIn profile and resume, but we'd obviously only want people who are here in Atlanta or are willing to relocate to Atlanta. So is there a way to filter out?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Absolutely. And this is kind of a neat function of the platform here. We have the ability to even, for people who are outside of your, their market, or outside of, or who may not fit the criteria you need. We can, and so what will happen is that the algorithm within the platform itself will analyze whether a job seeker is qualified or not based on their resume and the other data they input when they come, when they enter into they join the actual system as a job seeker. So if they don't fit a criteria, your booth, we can actually have your booth not even appear, or have certain job seekers who have your criteria appear, or you may only want Atlanta salespeople. If their resume says that, then the algorithm will say, okay, we'll let them see that booth. Does that make sense? It has that kind of functionality to it.
Of course,
right, and we do that
on how much information the job seekers willing to put into their profile. That we can't control.
Right, and then we don't, and that's the thing. They can put in whatever they like to put in. Now we've seen job seekers change their profile to fit the recruiter's needs, and that happens. But again, so there are some flexibilities we actually have in there. But still, we do have a filtering function.
Spell out certain descriptions when they come into your booth, saying that we are looking for experienced salespeople within the Atlanta area only. Here are the qualifications we're looking for, blah, 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 and then we put that also in with the job descriptions. So that gets back.
Yeah, that gets back to the targeted marketing too. Part of this, the fact that we target market your virtual event to a specific geographic location, and we promote,
especially if we did the iHeart campaign to go along with it, and then we have targeting individuals within the Atlanta area, we can eliminate that problem just from the start.
Right. So yeah. So the general, remember, your event is being, that's one plus about the private virtual career fair event, because we can specifically promote your event to again, a targeted demographic, targeted demo, targeted market. Everything is targeted, through social media, through how we do the on-air promote, online radio promotions, banner advertising. All that is all synced and targeted specifically to how you what jobs you're looking for and what location you want them that you're hiring for. Does that make sense?
Okay, got it.
Okay.
Because we can actually, with the iHeart campaign, we can geo-target it however you want. So we can actually lay down the boundaries.
Exactly. So that's, Jessica, that's the basic structure of this. I could get into a lot more detail, but I know you have a hard stop here. But that is basically how it works. We can, again, customize this so many different ways. Fully customizable, how we integrate it. We can even make it under your brand. There's a lot of ways we can actually do this. The private virtual career fair campaign and design for your recruitment initiative. So that's how that works. Okay. This is the basic package. Dave, did you want to go over this? Hey.
Well, what's her timetable? I don't want to go past her hard stop here.
I mean, I have to go here in a minute.
Okay.
To another meeting, but
I mean, basically, you get the booth package, which I told you we'd be able to get you in at this point right now for $7.95, and with this, you get the 60-day private virtual event link, which can be used in your social media and everything. And then, along with that, if you choose to do the iHeart package, which you consider an additional expense, then we can get you a reduced price on that. And basically, like we were discussing about however you want to do it, for the time frame that you want to do it, and where you want to geo-target, all that can be done to bring in the job seekers that you're looking for. And with the campaign, we can target 57,000 impressions within the target market of your choice.
Gotcha. Yeah, because I was just kind of like, I want to read through all of this later, because we would definitely want to drive them to our website, obviously, to fill out an application.
Right.
We also have postings on LinkedIn, so definitely want to drive them there. So, okay. Yeah, no, I think this is good. I was just thinking this was going to be about the actual like on-site event, because the other thing that we're really trying to do, we were a startup company and we're really trying to build our brand, and so we're really trying to get out there like in person as well. And so I think that obviously the on-site one would work. I'm a little worried about the bandwidth of my team and managing this virtual career fair, or I don't see us having necessarily the bandwidth to like go online and like chat with folks. And so
well, actually, we can set up this whole thing for a chat, non-chat. And as Orville said, the way it basically works is all they do is leave the window open on their desktop, and if during a regulated time that they set aside to chat with people, it just comes up with a ding and they can talk to them. And if they just want to say, best way to get in contact with us, and put an email address, and please send all inquiries and we can get back to you as soon as possible.
I tell you, if your team uses Facebook, they can use this. It's very simple.
Yeah.
So if they use social media, and I suspect they do something, then this will work exactly like that. And matter of fact, it will integrate with social media so that it makes it very user friendly for you. I guarantee you, this is the most user friendly virtual platform you're going to get into.
Or you can even put your Facebook link or whatever in there and drive them straight to your Facebook page as well.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
okay.
a lot of ways to do this. So, okay. All right, well, there you go. And so I will send a recording of this over to you, okay? Of the presentation. Yes.
Yeah, and then just the other thing was just the list of companies like in Atlanta. I just want to make sure we're aligned with great industries, and especially for the one in April.
Right, and I tell you, it's one thing about our events. We do get a lot of companies that are going for again, sales and customer support. That's I would say probably one of the biggest categories we have. And that's nationwide. It's just the nature of our business.
We tend to have people just looking for good entry level experience to get their foot into the job market.
Right, and that's pretty much the case. But we'll get you that data too as well, and that way you'll have all the information at hand. Okay.
Sounds good. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much. Have a great. Yes, have a great
information to you tomorrow, and then I will follow up with you, and we'll go from there.
Sounds good. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Jessica. Have a good one now. Okay. All right.